Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Copper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch, and today I will be giving you the picks for Super Wildcard Sunday. I already did a video for Super Wildcard Saturday, so be sure to check that out. I apologize, this video is going to be made in haste because I woke up late. But man, that sleep you get when you oversleep is such good sleep. But yeah, I got one of my buddies coming over to help me work on one of my rental units. So let me. So yeah, I gotta get this video done before he gets here. So I apologize if this is getting done hastily. And what else? Oh, if you're new to my show, what I do is I take my favorite sports handicappers and I take their picks, free picks off the internet, and I put them side by side, and then I make my own determination of who I think is going to win the game against the spread. Okay. Here we go. Here's the marker. Here's the sheet. And we're going to start out with, we've got the Baltimore Ravens taking on Tennessee Titans. That's at 1:05. Time check. It is 7:30 a.m. Plenty of time to get this in, but my boy, my dude, my guy, he's coming by like 8. So we gotta get going. Okay. Let's see. We got the Ravens are they're favored they're at -175 according to bet on Bovada. These odds are from Bovada as of last night, because that's where most of my betting money is now. It did keep switching back and forth through I use three different online bookies. I use Bovada, Bet Online, and Jazz Sports. My preferred one is Bovada because their live betting is so easy to throw away money on live betting with Bovada. Bet Online, their live betting is not as good, but the betting ahead before the game starts, Bet Online I prefer. If it's during live action, I go Bovada. If it's before the game, like right now, I already put bets in anyway, but anyway, these odds are from Bovada. Ravens are favored by 3 points. The Titans and the Ravens are both 11-5. The over/under is set at 54.5. Okay, taking the Ravens. Here we go. Let's just get this board dirty. Oh man, there's a lot of cappers too. I'm gonna eliminate some. I'm not gonna use some of them. Okay, we've got Smoke Man Joe. This is one of his money picks. So I'm going to put the $ here. Smoke Man Joe is on the Ravens. Okay, then we've got Big Ryan the Fat Guy. Big Rye and Fat Guy. They like the Titans with the points. Now, you know, this is like a revenge match for the Ravens. These guys last year, overtime victory for the Titans, knocking out the Ravens. Then they went and beat, upset whoever else they played the second round. Forgot. And then they were up on the Chiefs too, but in the AFC Championship, but the Chiefs, of course, came back and beat them. Okay, so when these guys faced last time, the score was like 30-24 in overtime. Okay, the last week, the Ravens, they beat the Bengals 38-3, the Bengals. The Titans beat the Texans 41-38. The Titans defense is suspect. Everybody seems to be scoring over 30 points on them throughout the entire season. That's Mike Vrabel, he's a defensive coach too, so he can't be very happy about that. But his offense keeps them in games. They got a strong offense, putting up just as many points or better, for the most part, you know. We got one of my new favorite cappers, John Lawson, the home of the money picks, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what he says, but he's great. He's fantastic, John Lawson. I like him. I definitely urge you to check these. Now, with the links for all these cappers will be in, but you're gonna have to wait till this afternoon. These games aren't until tomorrow, but you'll be able to get the picks in, parlay all yesterday or today's, you know, the whole wild card weekend slate of all 6 games. You can parlay them in time. That's why I'm doing this now rather than after I do work. So John Lawson, he's on board with the Ravens. Then we have I'm gonna cut him out because there's extra cappers here that I'm not gonna use. Touchdown Kingdom, I'll use him. I like Richie. Touchdown Kingdom. He's saying the score's 24-28 in favor of the Titans. Therefore, covering, or they don't have. They're winning outright. And then we've got Eric Arnold, Big E. He just got his picks in, thankfully, yes. See, I was going to do this yesterday afternoon, but then on my way home from work, I noticed, oh, Eric Arnold put his wild card weekend picks in. So I had to sit through and listen to, I didn't have to, but Eric, I'm glad I got Big E's picks in. I had to rearrange the show just to, you're welcome, Eric. Then we have Riz from the Goat House. I shouldn't even use him. He's got like 50,000 subscribers, but he did put the score 31-34. So, yeah. Also in favor of Tennessee. So he's got them without the points. This is money line play for both these guys. Okay. FaZe Sports Talks. Looks like he's going to be a tiebreaker because I'm not going to use some other guys that I wrote down here. But I'll use FaZe. Faiz. That's what it is. Faiz. What the heck's that? Faiz Sports Talks. He uses a whiteboard too. He does multiple shows. You know who does the most multiple shows on these for gambling purposes? John Lawson. He does he does a teaser parlay show, which is fabulous. It is great. So here we go. We got the Faiz Sports Talk is the tiebreaker, and he manages to. So therefore, the Ravens managed to edge out the Titans by way of cappers anyway. I'm overslept because we had late night. Well, my wife and our kids' tutor, they had late night sushi last night and brought me some edamame, which is awesome. But I think that's why I ended up staying up a lot later than I wanted to. I should have did this last night, but life happens. Okay, my pick here, I am going to go with the Ravens to win and cover. I just think the Titans defense is just too, like I said, it's too suspect, too weak, too sus, as my kids would say. Dad, that's sus. You're right. The Titans, Tennessee's defense is sus. And anyway, I got that. But this is going over because the Titans, Derrick Henry can't put up points. And, of course, you know the Ravens can. Come on. Yeah. The only questionable person I think on the injury report, A.J. Brown, he's questionable, but I think he will play. He missed a lot of time this year for nagging injuries. But this is the playoffs now, so no more of that. He'll play. Okay, so moving on. Time check, 8:05. Shit. All right, I'm gonna bust through. If he comes here early, he's gonna have to stand over there and watch me like he did he does every other weekend that I do work. I mean, he's getting paid, so don't worry about him. We got the Bears. Chicago, the Chicago Bears. They're getting 10 points. That line moved from 10.5. Oh, I might want to add, this one dropped from, they were favored by 3.5, so money came in on the Titans, so now it dropped to -3. Whatever. Moving on, we've got the Chicago Bears. They are getting 10 points on the money line. They're plus 350 underdogs. The Saints, 12-4. They have to cover 10, or they're -500 on the money line winning outright. The total is set at 47. So let's go. We've got taking the Bears. The Bears. Well, this one's a good. This is a tough game because the points. That's why. All right, we've got. They're coming off a loss against Green Bay, but still they've had enough victories to get their butt into the playoffs. Fat guy likes them plus the 10. That might have been 10.5 when he took it. Like I said, like y'all know. Okay. Then over here we've got Smokeman Joe. This is one of his money picks. Smokeman. Like I said, money pick, $, just like that down there. Money pick. He did 3 money picks for the entire wild card weekend. These are 2 of them. His last one was for today's game. I don't have the sheet in front of me, but he had a money pick from, watch the other show. It's on there too. Smokeman Joe got the money pick for the Saints. Then we've got Faiz. Faiz got the Bears losing, but covering that big plus 10 spread. You can tease that out and make it a plus 16, or you can tease the other way with the Saints and make that have them a -4, 6 or 7-point teaser. You can if you're gambling on these sites that I just mentioned earlier. I'm turning you into a degenerate. They have options, especially Bovada is so friendly with spending your money. you can pick all 6-point teaser, 7-point teaser. You can, I don't know the limits. I always just do 6. That's the top one that's for your top teaser for your best payback. Of course, because the more points you take, the less payback you're going to get on your teaser, obviously. Okay, a teaser is when you, teaser pleaser is like when you get added points, but you have to take all 6 teams. Like for this weekend, you'd have to pick all 6, but you get the extra 6 points for whichever side you're taking, but you gotta get all 6 of them right in order to win. Or you can do like a 4-game teaser too. I think, you probably tease 2-3 games. And what also I'd like to do, I'm gonna do on a different show, but I already did. I'm teasing in the NCAA championship between Alabama and Ohio State. I'm taking Alabama to win and cover, by the way. So, anyway, Faiz is taking the Bears to lose but cover. Then we got Big E, Eric Arnold. He didn't sound very confident about this pick during his show, but he does got the Saints to win and cover. But I just remembered another one I forgot, but I wanted to put on this show because I watched it last night. Fire and Brim Sports. Both of them were down here. They both like, I'll just put it here. Fire and Brim Sports. Carl and Doug. Be sure to check them out. Here, they differed because we've got Carl on the side with the Bears. Fire and Brim Sports. Fire and Brim. Who is it? Carl? It's Carl and Doug, I think, right? Yeah, Carl and Doug. Carl's on the side with the Bears. Doug, Fire and Brim. Doug is taking the Saints. They use whiteboards, but they don't draw or they don't marker it. They got these little magnet things, and they put them on the side of it. Definitely check them out. Their link will be in the description later this afternoon after I'm done with working. Okay, Carl, Doug. Both of them were in agreement down here, the Ravens. Okay, so who else we got? Touchdown Kingdom. What's he taking here? Oh, there he is. Touchdown Kingdom. My boy Richie, he's saying 21, 31. What? Oh, yeah, 21, 31. He's got the Saints winning by 10. That's really a push, but this was 10.5. That's why I put him over here, because with 10.5, he would have won. ATS, the Bears would have. But 21-31, that's a push now. But whatever. It's up there, you can see. And it's obviously he's got it going over. Who else does pick sport? Or who else does? Riz. Riz is on the side of Bears with the points. Nobody's taking the Bears to win except for Carl. Carl from Fire and Brim Sports is the only one taking them to win. Everybody else is taking them plus 10. Just pointing that out there. But Riz, he's got the score 17-26. Therefore, he's got Saints winning by 9. Who else over here? We got Smoke Man, Eric Arnold, Fire and Brim. Yeah, I guess I could throw in. Should I? Yeah, might as well. JT Dangerously and the Dangerous Alliance. You know what? He was down here too. JT Danger. He took the Titans, by the way. You know. So the tiebreaker down here was Fire and Brim Sports. I wasn't going to use JT Dangerously this time, but I got him down here, might as well, right? So that's everybody. John Lawson. He's also got the Bears. He's got them losing, but covering that 10 points. I like John Lawson. That's why I'm using him. So there you have it. We've got the Bears plus 10 edging out the... Oh, yeah. Fire and Brim Sports. All the same people. Okay. The Bears edging out the Saints there. I guess I'm going to have to go with the capper majority pick on this and also side with the Bears. Plus 10. As for the over-under, man, I think the Saints in the Dome. Oh, man. Michael Thomas is back, by the way, too. He's been out he was on COVID, I think, maybe COVID or some sort, maybe, I don't know. He was out for a bit, but he's back from outer space, and he's ready to play. Saints are coming off that win over the Panthers, 33-7. Like I said, the Bears, they lost to Green Bay, 35-16, their last one. I'm starting to talk myself into taking the Saints to cover 10 now. But yeah, it's also it's a money pick too for Smoke Man. This one, I see on here, I did circle the Bears 10 and assigned it, but now that I'm thinking about it and I'm looking at the board and I think the Saints might be able to beat the Bears by a couple touchdowns. Yeah, I'm gonna flip-flop my roll. I'm gonna take the Saints to cover, and I think this is gonna go over the 47, but oh no, I can't. I'm not doing over because I watched another show who I didn't put in here as like one of those picks and parlays or wager talk or one of those big conglomerate shows where they got split screen, 3 to 4 people. And I remember this one guy was saying, playoff, the unders have won in the past. He had some crazy stat. He said in the past 5 years, unders have won 60% of the time. Like all the games have gone under 60%. He said some trendy thing like that, which leads me to and Saints defense is no joke. Bears defense is, they're up and coming. They're kind of at the same time not that good because 35-16, but they were playing the Packers, so yeah. So I'm gonna take the under here. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna bet it, but I will take the under 47. I will probably bet it because I'm a degenerate and I throw in all these stupid bets and parlays, picks and parlays with Chelsea Messenger. Who's the other girl they got? They got, the Plus Money Honey, Allie Burns. She's beautiful. The Wager Talk has Kelly Stewart, beautiful. Who's the other one? Somebody's got that Minty Betts. She's gorgeous. Anyway, I got the Saints reluctantly. See, I flip-flopped. But yeah, I'm taking the Saints to cover 10 points now. At 10.5, that's when I circled it and had the Bears. That half point, you're right, fat guy. Big Ryan fat guy. Every half point means something. So yeah, that flipped me. When it was at 10.5, I was taking the Bears. But now it's at 10, I'm taking the Saints. Okay, whatever. Finally, moving on. At the night game, we've got the Cleveland Browns. Congratulations for making to the playoffs in such a long time. Taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, the real Pittsburgh Steelers, not the bench, not the Pittsburgh second string, the real first string Ben Roethlisberger Pittsburgh Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, though, I think I saw him on an injury report. He might not be. I think he's questionable. So he might not be able to do it. Juju Smith-Schuster. Okay. Here we go. Taking the Browns. Well, Fire and Brimstone, they're split again, which is cool. Fire and Brimstone. Who is this guy? The one that Doug. Fire and Brimstone Doug is on board. I should write him big because not a lot of people are taking the Browns +6. Browns are getting 6 points. They're at +22 on the money line. Steelers got to cover 6, and they're -275 on the money line to win outright. Fire and Brimstone Carl, FNB Carl, is a hater of the Browns. He did say congratulations for making, but Carl's a Detroit fan and he does not like the Browns. He's got the Steelers winning by 2 touchdowns or better, he said. I like Carl. I like, you know what? If they're on the board, I like them. Why would I spend time watching their channels and their shows if I didn't like them? If I don't like you, I'm not going to use you, and I'm not going to promote your channel on my show. That's that. So everybody I've thrown up here, be sure to go into the description of the video, click their links, subscribe to their channels. They're fantastic handicappers. Okay. We've got Fat Guy from Big Ryan the Fat Guy. He's on board with the Steelers. He's the one, he does, I'm a member to his show, and he does his opening lines wicked early, and then he does another later on in the week, like I think maybe last night or night before, he did another show with the after the line movement. And he does like best parlays, teasers, type of thing, just like John Lawson does. speaking of John Lawson, he's also on board with the Steelers winning and covering over the Browns. I mean, the Browns, that was a tight game. They barely won. They barely won 22-24. They won. They won by 2 points against Steelers' second string. You know, so that's, you got to keep that in mind. It wasn't Steelers full force. It was Steelers. You know, Ben was sitting back and enjoying watching his Rudolph. Mason Rudolph, watching him play and almost beating the Browns with their second string. Okay, keep that in mind. And it's only 6 points. I think it should be a little bit more, but it is what it is. Faiz also on board with the Steelers. Eric Arnold, Big E, also on board with Pittsburgh. Who else we got? JT Dangerously. JT Danger. Also taking the Steelers. Smoke Man Joe. Smoke Man Joe. Also taking the Steelers. And the Riz. Man, I'm out of room now. Riz. He's got the Steelers covering score 20-27. Did I leave anybody out? No. Finally over Richie. Finally, Richie. I will say this line moved. This +6 used to be only a +4, like opening lines. So that moved up a good 2 points because after money started dumping all over the Steelers at -4, they'll cover 4. So the books want to see some money go the other way on the Browns. And that's like, for example, like Touchdown Kingdom, Richie, originally his score 24-28. I put him over here because it was a push at -4, but now he's over here. This was almost a full capper consensus, but TD Kingdom, and you can't, the score stays, like his score prediction stays the same regardless of that changing. If you put it up, that's why I think I'm kind of done doing scores for football. I'll do the over-unders, but I'm not going to do the scores. It's just, I just pick numbers out of the air, so it's just kind of stupid. So, but I do enjoy when other handicappers put scores. Isn't there another person that puts scores? Oh yeah, I'm not using them though. But anyway, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cappers taking Pittsburgh to cover 6 points. And 2 cappers taking the Browns +6 points. That's 10 cappers total. Good. So there you have it. I'm taking the Steelers too. That's crazy. Faiz, move over. I'm gonna put my name right next to yours because I'm out of room. This should have been a full capper consensus, but Doug from Fire and Brim Sports and Richie from Touchdown Kingdom are both taking the Browns +6 points. As for the over-under, what was the last score last week? 22-24, so that was a total of 46, which would have been under, but like I said, that was against the Pittsburgh secondary. This time, Big Ben's gonna whoop them. I'm kind of in favor of what Carl said. I don't hate the Browns. I like the Browns. I'm in that division. I'm a Browns supporter, but my head, the smart money, the smart pick here is the Steelers to definitely kick that 6 points. I think it's going to go over the 47 too. Okay, so there you have it. Look at my boy's late. My guy's late, thankfully. I might be able to get these, the description, the links in the description before he gets here. So to recap, time check. I've got the Baltimore Ravens getting revenge on the Tennessee Titans, beating them and covering the 3 points. I got it going over 54.5. Then I've got the Chicago Bears losing to the Saints in the Dome down in New Orleans. This is Drew Brees' last hurrah. This is it for him. He's not gonna. I think he's definitely retiring this year, but I think he wants to go out with a bang. So I think he's definitely gonna win the wild card round. We'll see what happens next round, but he should be able to put a hurting on the Chicago Bears. So yeah, Saints would be good on that until they go against the Packers. That's a whole different show. But anyway, I had the Saints beating the Bears and covering the 10 points. I think it's going to go under the 47 though. And finally, I've got the Pittsburgh Steelers first string beating the Browns first string. Everybody's going to put it all out there this time. The Browns, if they do want to win, they better get Nick Chubb into their power back. They better get him going. Their run game is their key to victory if the Browns have any chance at all. But I don't see it happening. I got Pittsburgh winning over the Browns, and I have it going over the 47 points. So there you have it. Gather the info. Place the bets and cash the tickets. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to give me that thumbs up. Hit the bell because I'm doing continuous videos. Like every weekend I do a video. And we got the Monday night college NCAA football championships between Alabama and Ohio State. I will be doing a big video for that. I'm gonna look at probably a dozen different cappers for that. That's 13. We'll do 13 cappers, so there can't be there'll be a tiebreaker unless it's one of these capper teams like the Fire and Brim Sports where they split. That messes everything up, but not really. It doesn't. Whatever. So anyway, be sure to stay tuned for that one. Check out the today's games. I did that video Thursday, so check those out. And good luck on your bets. Thanks for watching. Oh, good morning. Good morning. You almost missed the whole show. You want to say hi quick? I'm closing out. I'm doing my outro. This is Nora. She woke up late too. Daddy woke up late today. I gotta go. I'm taking Nick to go work in Johnstown. But thanks for watching. Oh, you want to say it? Gather the info. Place the bets and cash the tickets. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.